Hello, remember how I made that whole video about how we were moving house sooner than we expected? Well, I jinxed it and we're now no longer moving! I mean, a lot happened. I kind of explained it all to my newsletter subscribers, but in short, our buyers pulled out and then we went back on the market and then it was just so slow and we weren't getting what we wanted for it and we decided to stay. So, in order for us to be able to stay, we realised that we needed to reconfigure the flat a bit. And so this room that was my old studio and office, which is now Dan's home office that he no longer uses because he basically works from the actual office these days, plus a spare room, plus like Rowan's clothes and nappy changing and stuff, and like my bookshelves are still here and things. This room is going to be changed into a kid's room. It's going to be changed into exclusively Rowan's room. And so there is a lot to sort out in order for us to do that. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build your brand, online presence, business, side hustle, passion project, whatever it is, with beautiful websites that allow you to engage with your audience, show off your work, and sell products and services. We've already done some sorting, like clearing out of things, although like you wouldn't be able to tell from looking at the space. For example, these drawers here are now empty because we don't need them anymore. This is where like hardware and electronics and like all that kind of stuff, and they're now somewhere else in the flat. And also, as you can see, the hallway is a mess again. I swear we spend like maybe a week having an empty hallway and it's lovely, and then the next thing you know, it's just like full of stuff again. And yes, we're not like completely getting rid of the Globe drinks trolley, giving it to Dan's sister, my friend Bethan, to take care of until we move into a bigger space and can maybe have it back again. Instead, that space has been taken up by this as a side table. This was in our bedroom, and Rowan's high chair we can now like put away. So we have space here to walk around in. Oh my goodness. The plan is that Dan's PC that's in that room that he still likes to play video games in the evening is gonna go by the TV, and he's gonna do some fancy IT gamer nerd things and be able to play it on the TV. He's also recently purchased himself a Steam Deck so he can play games in here instead of Rowan's room, because Rowan will hopefully be asleep in that room. But yeah, that is the situation as it currently is. This room is going to be turned into a baby's room. Is he going to still be a baby? When do they become a toddler? I cannot think about it. There is still so much to sort out. We have to get rid of this bed. We have to build shelves in the airing cupboard, because that's where all our like towels and linens are gonna have to go, because we're not gonna have access to these drawers anymore. We need to completely take everything out of this room, paint it, and fill it with furniture for a child. Let me show you my new storage solutions for the things that we've already decluttered. Boiler cupboard, and then this cupboard down here, we've got all these trays. It's very exciting. So look, Dan's shoe polish stuff, stationery, and then like electronics and hardware all at the back there. Very pleased with all that. Rowan is having a nap and we are on mission. Clear out this room. As you can see, the bookshelves are empty, but they're going to get moved, and hopefully we'll be able to keep all three of them, but we think we might only have room for two in the bedroom. These are all the like baby and children's books, so these are going to stay in Rowan's room. This is everything that came off those shelves. What fun. This whole desk is going. Dan's work from home setup was all here, and it is no more. These shelves, however, are probably staying. They just need to be organised a little bit. Yesterday, we managed to get the bookshelves into the bedroom. It's gonna feel quite claustrophobic in here, but they're here. They're staying. And so now I need to get all of the books from the other room into here. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, all the books are in there. These are all games, and some of them will have to go in these bookshelves, but some of them will be able to go in the living room because we're going to move all of Rowan's toys into here. I'm just going to keep them here for now because I would like more access to games in the living room. The baby is back and needs a nap, and he sleeps where all those books are. So we're moving all the books to the floor, Rowan's gonna have a nap, and then hopefully at some point today, we'll get the books on the shelves. It is several hours later. Let's do this. Right, they've all got mixed up. So, reach. No, I can't reach. Without all the board games, it's actually looking pretty sparse, but it's good to know that we've got lots of extra storage. But there are those two like boxes of things that we get out just at Christmas that need to go up there. Pretty happy with this. Room for more books. When will I get a chance to read them? Not this year. Okay, we are getting there. The desk is gone. The chair also needs to go. Rowan's bookcase has been built and the shelves are now kid shelves, other than like, you know, a charging station here. But yeah, I just need to sort out this pile of games. They're gonna go between the living room and our room. And then there's a lot of stuff in the hallway that we need to get rid of. Next weekend is painting. And then the big task that I haven't mentioned yet because it's too daunting is this bed needs to go. Can we find someone to buy it from us? In that case, do we need to like deassemble it? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't. We will see. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's like 2 weeks until Rowan's birthday and that's our deadline, and he woke up from his nap earlier than we expected. So we haven't had a chance to get as much done today as we would like, but this is the situation. So today is the day where some shelves get built in our airing cupboard, and this is important because it means all the stuff under the daybed, which we need to get rid of, is going to then go in there. Oh, much progress has been made. This is the state of the room. We are getting ready to paint, but first the shelves, Dan and his dad did a great job and they look amazing. Well done, Dan. Yeah. The baby is asleep, so we're going to try and get as much painting done as possible. Whilst I was getting him down, Dan has been masking, taping the whole room, and then also we need to draw some lines. Because of these shelves, we're like, can't be bothered painting the whole thing, like that's going to be a nightmare. So we're just going to paint up to like a halfway point, and it's going to be like half green and then half white. And the other thing, as you can tell, the daybed is gone. But it's actually currently in pieces in the hallway, and somebody from Facebook Marketplace better be showing up this afternoon to come pick it up. So it's just painting time now. This room is gonna just look so different. I'm so excited. Time to buy tester paints and test things, so we just picked a colour and we're hoping for the best. It is Garden by Little Green. Here we go. Baby is still asleep and we are finished. Well done, Dan.
It's time for a beer.
Well, when he wakes up, we can go to the pub.
I don't even think it's midday yet.
Probably not.
I just feel like I've already done like a full day's fucking work.
Oh no, it's 12:15. Da da da, look at this. And then later, we will take the masking tape off. I think, considering our time limitations and our skill limitations,
What do you mean?
it looks alright. I mean, neither of us are professional decorators. It like looks like a kid's room.
I quite like the two tones. I am sort of almost
You want to do a mural?
paint a sun in the corner up there or something. I feel like the circle's looking better.
It looks good from where I am.
Yeah, I think it is perspective, so. But you need to get it.
Oh god, I can't hold this still for very long.
No, you don't need to hold it still for very long.
Oh, are you just going to mark the corners?
No, I need to get the full loop. But
Oh god.
do you want to do it? If you can't hold it up because you're weak.
Yeah, it looks so wrong from this angle, but as long as it looks like.
But this is the viewing angle. If you go out anywhere, it will no longer look like a circle.
But then it's not going to look like a sun from
Or
where Rowan's sleeping.
Alright, well in that case I go to where Rowan's sleeping and then we go bob.
That looks brilliant.
But that's then a circle from. If I lay on the floor and do it, that's then a sun here.
Wherever the camera is,
That's
that's
what
where you have to be in order for it to look like a circle. Anywhere else, it's just going to look a bit weird.
Well, the only other option is you put it on the wall like that, and then it will look round wherever it is. But
Yeah.
I specifically wanted to put it up in the corner because it's a cool little perspective thing.
Okay. Okay.
Teachers Rowan a bit about shapes.
Hi, Rowan.
Right, you need to draw this regardless of your thing.
Fuck.
Can you actually reach?
No.
So use this arm to support this arm, like this hand.
Alright, that's not a pen for you, Rowan.
See?
Yeah,
And then you're not having to.
that's how I wank you off. I use one arm to support the wanking arm. Do you? Sometimes.
Weird. Right, but this will, yeah, keep it in this, you need to keep it stationary.
I'm not sure what the baby's doing.
It doesn't matter, he's fine, don't worry about the baby. You're just moving so much, it's not.
I don't think this is the method.
Give me a fucking, where have you got any tripods here?
Okay, the baby's coming back. Good stuff.
No,
Oh, where's the baby?
it doesn't matter.
What? Oh fuck, he locked us out.
Hello.
Do you want to do bath time?
He's now sat behind the door.
Okay. Oh, do you like Missy? Yeah. What's the plan? Oh, hello. Have you found a way to get it to
I haven't figured that bit out yet.
down on the...
Oh, I see, that's quite good.
What am I doing now?
Oh, I think you sellotape it to that. I thought that was your
Oh yeah, I hadn't gone that far. It's gonna look like a really funny shape from most angles. But then it will look like a circle from here. Rowan's playing with his toys.
Rowan's going to see it from this height, and then it looks more round. It looks less round to adults because you're at the line, so then it looks.
Oh
like
wait, so we have to be at the height of the camera, and then it's a perfect circle.
Yeah, because this is the height that Rowan's going to see it from, right? So.
And then
it looks
every
more
other
normal.
angle.
But it looks more, even
It
like
looks
the
more-
other angles look more normal from here.
It looks like a butt. Oh,
No,
does it?
but even from here, like it's not circular, but it doesn't look like a butt.
Cool, right. Paint it then.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know.
You get it, Ro? Hannah's doing bath time, so I'm now painting a sun on the wall. I'm not a natural artist, but luckily it's just a circle. It's probably going to look a bit weird from the angle that I put you down at, but it'll look right for Ro. That's all that matters.
Did I hear you actually talking to the camera?
I never talk to anyone.
You're just talking to yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. With the camera rolling?
Yeah.
Look what Daddy's doing, he's making you a sun.
Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Boom, 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 boom. mean, it looks pretty good. I'll give myself that. I've actually run out, so you missed the last bit. However, we now have a sun, which Hannah's right, does kind of look like a bottom from this angle. However, if you're Rowan's height, then the illusion becomes much more convincing. Kind of cool. Don't know if that's how it's meant to be done, but that's how we've done it.
It actually does look good from this angle.
Praise the sun! Praise the sun! Yeah.
Updates! Oh my goodness, as you can see, the cot is gone! The next to me crib is gone. We have this. How lovely, because Rowan's bed is not made yet in the other room, so he's still been sleeping in here, and we fully anticipate the transition to his own room not going smoothly and being a transition. And so there'll be lots of back and forth. So that is there. And today, bam, IKEA. Some stuff has arrived. Do I want to sack off work and just build furniture for the rest of the afternoon? Yes, I do. Am I going to do it? Unsure. Undecided at this point. But speaking of work, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. She's smooth. She's so smooth. Right, let's use some IKEA boxes to balance my tripod. That looks cool. So yes, thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build your brand, business, online presence, side hustle with beautiful websites and templates that allow you to engage with your audience and show off your work. They have absolutely gorgeous website templates for whatever vibe and functionality you are going for, and they are super easy to use and customize with your own branding, just like we did with my website, hannahwitton.com. And Squarespace have tons of really useful features that make it completely customizable to whatever you may need, from members areas to mailing lists and even a video studio where you can make and share videos. We use the online store on my Squarespace website, which is where we sell sexy scribbles, which are digital sex positive coloring in books. Everything is taken care of, and you can also sell physical products as well as digital ones, and they have extensions where you can connect it to vetted print-on-demand services if that's something that you desire. Squarespace also has a good old-fashioned blogging feature, except it's not old-fashioned, it's fancy. You can schedule posts, you can organize things with different categories and tags. They have a fully integrated commenting system that allows for threads and likes and replies. We really take advantage of the categories and tags over on the Doing It podcast website, because if you didn't know, we have done loads and loads of episodes, and anyone who is maybe new to the podcast may feel a little overwhelmed about where to start. And so we created these starter packs based on different themes like sex or relationships or LGBTQ+ or disability. And so what we did is we used tags to organize these different starter packs, and it means that we can swap things out and put things in, and it is very, very handy and hopefully useful to new people coming to the podcast who want to dive into some of these themes but don't really know where to begin. Well, we create some starter packs for you. So if you've got your own brand, business, or project, whatever it may be, and you want to create your website and your online presence, then I can't recommend Squarespace enough. Head to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and then when you are ready to launch to the world, you can go to squarespace.com/morehannah to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And now onto some furniture building and some final decorations. So the animal stencils have arrived. We've got birds that are going to be flying, and then other animals that are going to be like around his bed. However, the land animal stencils, we ordered a bunch of them in different sizes to try and reflect the actual like relative size of them all, but they just sent us them all in one size. So waiting to hear back from them on Etsy to see if they'll send us the correct sizes of those ones. But for now, we've got these ones going on. last night, and so Dan peeled off the stencils without me. How dare he? But we have animals on the walls. Still waiting to hear back from the Etsy seller to see if they can send us the actual sizes that we ordered. If not, I think we're just gonna use the A5 stencils with the other animals to complete the set. But Rowan is down for a nap. It's just me home, and I'm going to see if I can build a bed. He's probably gonna wake up as soon as I start, but let's give this a go. I'm stumped at the first hurdle. The diagram doesn't match up with what's going on here. If Dan was here, he'd use his logic brain to figure it out. Alas, he is not here. Is that just going there? I don't see the point in it. I do not trust the instructions, so what I've done is I've just put it together like this to see how big it's going to be. Just enough room. We can move that along though. And I'm going to move on to the IKEA furniture because I feel a lot more confident with IKEA. There's just one instruction about some screws that I'm like, this makes no sense where it's going to go, but it's step 1. I feel really confident if I skipped that step and just continued with the rest of it, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to hold off. Be patient, Anna, be patient. As you can see, the baby woke up. So that's the end of that. And we just crack on with our day, and maybe later this evening when he goes to sleep, we will attempt this again. So I wasn't completely insane. It turns out that the bed came part built. So I could have skipped step 1 because step 1 has already been done. But Dan is here now with an electric drill and he's gonna do step 2. Whilst I keep the baby away from the hardware drawer. Can I have that, Rowan? Thank you. Right, Dan's going to entertain this child and maybe bath him whilst I build some IKEA furniture. I did it! Dan and Rowan are having a good time. I'm sweaty, but now we need to finish bedtime, and then maybe when he's asleep or maybe tomorrow morning we can figure out where the hell this is going to go and fill it with toys from the living room, so then the living room can become an adult zone in the evenings. And the room is done! I can't believe it! And we actually got it done in time for his birthday, and then last night was the first night that he slept in here, and I did not get more than 1 hour of consecutive sleep all night. So, woohoo! It's been a very expensive and time-consuming and sleep-depriving process. Yes, win! But we are so pleased with how this room came out. We are absolutely obsessed with it. Rowan seems to like it too. He's been having a good time playing with the drawers, mostly. But it is all done, and what a journey it has been, and our flat has been transformed. I know it is just like this one room, but in order to do this one room, we had to reconfigure loads of different parts of the flat in order to turn this into a sole purpose baby toddler bedroom, whereas previously it was a spare room and Dan's office and where the bookshelves lived and all sorts of other things, like where loads of like home admin and hardware and like everything lived. And so We've figured out where all of those things are going and what we can sacrifice. And so then we had this blank slate to create a lovely baby's room. There's bedding on his bed. He doesn't sleep with pillows and a duvet. That's for me when I inevitably join him in bed at night. But yes, let's do a montage of the final details, and keeping it real here, I've not tidied up. I hope that you enjoyed this video and seeing this process. What do you think? Do you like it? I don't care. I only care if me and Dan and Rowan like it. And thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. You can head to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and then when you are ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/morehannah to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. I just get such a good feeling when I come into this room. I love it. Yes, we are going through a transition here, so nights are going to be rough for a while, who knows how long, but as with everything with parenting, it's just a phase. Everything is a phase. Please wish us luck. Send us good sleeping, transferring baby to their own room vibes. We need it. Hopefully you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!